Good evening, Sheila Smith, Lower Providence. At the last board meeting, Dr. Zerbe accused me of spreading misinformation. That was not an accurate statement. On March 20th, I confirmed with Dr. Zerbe that he and I used the exact same sources, School Digger, Niche, and the U.S. News and World Report. Each source has a different rating and methodology, so you can't interchange the sources. I question the validity of using Niche when Methacton School District is paid them $5,000. What was the exact use of the $5,000? Facts matter. In 2014, our ranking was 11 with CARE when CARE took the majority of the board in 2015. Since 2015, our ranking consistently declined despite raising our taxes every single year. In the 2022-2023 school year, U.S. News ranking is 62, Niche is 51, and School Digger is 87, which is a 30-point decline from last year. Leading indicators for school rankings are test scores, survey results, which have never been publicly shared, audit findings, declining enrollment, teacher retention, morale, and building capacity. In 2014, our enrollment was 4,974. The last enrollment report in September stated it was 4,592. It would be helpful if that report was posted every month with the Education Committee. Methacton School District saw proficiency decline by more than 25 percentage points in the PSSA math scores. According to the Future Ready PA Index in the 2022-2023 school year, Methacton failed state assessment measures in English and Math, Algebra 1. In fact, several Methacton High School students who qualified to take regular geometry in 9th grade failed and had to retake Algebra 1 Keystones in December 2022. How can the district explain the drastic discrepancy between their final grades in Algebra 1 and their report card of their Keystone exam scores? All very alarming and all leading indicators as to why our district rankings are continuing to decline. And I also just want to state that when you look at the data, I find it interesting that Worcester, as actually points are higher than Arrowhead and the other elementary schools. And I'm wondering why that is. And if you also look at best practices across, Radnor is right across, it's not far, and they have consistently been #1. What are they doing differently? And that's my point. We're all in this together, and I respect all the data, but the data can be manipulated and it's not telling the whole story. And you can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Thank you.
Dave, you do Sheila Smith an apology. She had the figures correct. When CARE took over, 11th in the state. Today, 62. She was right, and you went up here on your false narrative, I guess, CARE campaign manager, tirade. I guess you're the manager for the group now, because it's hard to argue with those statistics, but you seem to want to protect the board and protect the CARE team rather than dealing with the problem. And you are dealing with the problem because you've got a strategic plan to deal with it. So don't come up here and give the public the misinformation deal. And it brings to mind